As a lot of you know, I've owned the WR250R for a number of years now, since what, 2015. And I recently, back in September, bought this YZ450FX 2019 model that I converted over to a Supermoto, for those of you guys that don't know. Very easy, and very easy to plate here in Ohio. If you want to go see the playlist on how to make a Supermoto street legal, I'll include that video link in the description and comment section of this video. But I've had some seat time on this bike, and of course I have experience with the WR250R. Now the question, you know, some of you guys asked me, do you really need a 450?
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
This is absolutely an amazing machine. I will tell you guys that a 450 is necessary if you already have experience on a 250. This 450 is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, man. This thing has so much power. I've done, you know, a bunch of videos on this bike, and I talk about how it rips, and I've said that probably 1,000 times, but honestly it does. In every gear, that front wheel pulls up when you hit that throttle. And you can fly around these corners like nobody's business, man, which is may not be the smartest out here on the streets, and I preach against it because there's gravel and stuff. But this bike gives you so much confidence because it's so lightweight. But I will tell you guys, 450, like I said, you have experience already on your motorcycles and you want to go Supermoto, skip the DRZ400. Don't do Supermoto on anything other than something that is powerful, in my opinion. Dual sports, yes, I love my WR250R, and yes, with the slower bike, that's just fine. I like it that way because when I head off-road, it's not too much to handle. The power is not too much to handle. So I like a 250 in that aspect. But when it comes to Supermoto, when you throw these street wheels on here, I'll tell you, the extra power of the 450 is extremely awesome for out here on the streets, man. Oh shit! But this 450 is so rattling and violent. There's no way I would put Supermoto wheels on the WR250R. Honestly, I haven't ridden the DRZ400, but from what I've seen, the performance is not that much. It's not that much faster than a WR250R. It's not night and day difference. You know what I'm saying? I've seen even the WR250R pull off the line faster than the DRZ. But anyways, yes, it is a little faster than the WR, but this bike will absolutely take a shit on a DRZ400. I'll tell you that right now, baby. These gloves I have, this thing, it rips harder than my CBR 1000 double R off the line. It takes a shit on my CBR off the line, man. And the violence that you feel with this bike absolutely is soul stirring. Absolutely. And when you take it around corners, man, woo! Confidence inspiring. It really is. I tell you guys, forget the sport bikes out there. Get the 450 Supermoto. The problem is people don't want to do maintenance. And when it comes to that, I will tell you guys, I can understand why you get your little DRZ400. I'm not hating on the DRZ. I've actually recommended in one of my playlists, excuse me, one of my videos recently, as one of the best, the cheapest motorcycle, one of the best motorcycles to get best bang for your buck is a DRZ, because you can get them ultra cheap. They're super reliable. You can take them off-road. They're heavy. They're like 25 pounds heavier than the WR250R, and it feels heavier when you get on it. You can feel it feels more top heavy. but it's still awesome for the price. You can't beat it in dual sport form. But like I said, when you're hitting the streets, man, out here and you just want to rip it up, hit the corners. You can't hit the corners on dual sports like you can on these bikes, man, because these bikes you can take low. And this bike is so light, man. Look at this. It's like nothing. Look at that. It's like a freaking mountain bike, man. And this 2019, they put the fuel tank in the center, so it's even less weight. Hey, he's got high vis. That's a smart rider. Got the high vis gear on, baby. And that's why every like I said, guys, every gear you crank rip the throttle on this, it pulls the front wheel up. It's absolutely awesome. And so yeah, I definitely recommend getting the 450. Get the 450 in Supermoto. Dual Sport 255. Now off-road, don't get me wrong now. Off-road, if I were only riding off-road, guys, I would definitely get the 250 or 300 two-stroke or whatever, something like that. Because honestly though, the power on a 300 two-stroke is powerful too though. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you don't need a whole lot of power for off-road, man. You know what I'm saying? But what's great about this 2019 YZ450FX is that it feels a lot lighter than the weight, even though they lightened this bike up. This bike, I think, sitting stock is like 256 or something like that. And with the Supermoto and street legal stuff I had on, it ends up like 273 or something like that. But I have those big old Shinko tires, which I should have went with just regular street tires, to be honest, because these are not that much better, to be honest with you, off-road. And in wet, man, they suck just like street tires. So, and they're heavier. This bike rides a lot lighter weight than even the weight, because they put a lot of the weight down low, so it doesn't feel top heavy at all. And you can tune this bike via smartphone. What's awesome about the FX is that it's kind of hybrid bike. It's a hybrid motocross and trails bike. So it's not really the WR4. The WR450F has all the green legal stuff on it. This bike is really the same bike as the 2018-19 YZ450F motocross bike. It just has the 160 watt stator, 5-speed wide ratio gearbox, kickstand, and a few other little things, but basically it's the same bike with the same maintenance intervals. You got to change the piston kit every 12 hours. And oil change every 7 hours if you're riding it, you know, hard on the track and everything. You know, on the street you can probably stretch it out, but I'll stretch it out a little bit, but not too much. I sure did pick a crappy road on with all this traffic, man. I'll tell you that. Now you see why I ride in the parking lot, guy. This is sick. Let me see if I go have some fun somewhere, man. But yeah, I could do different maps on this bike where it'll change the engine characteristics, where I can actually dumb down the power for trail riding where it's not too much a handle. And this has two maps on this switch. The first map it must be like the motocross map or something. I don't know, man, because this thing, the first map is one I'm on right now, which is really powerful. The second map subdues the power, smooths it out, and so which is better for trails. So you can switch the maps on the fly. You can put two maps on here. You can upload two other maps on here as well. You can make your own custom map via your smartphone. So honestly, I would recommend definitely you pay the extra money and get this 2019 for that ability and the weight savings and them lowering the weight on the bike, because this thing truly feels like a mountain bike, man. I call it a rocket powered mountain bike. I love it, man. But yeah, get the 450. Get the 450. But for you new riders out there, don't get the 450. Get a WR250R or DRZ400 or XR650L, or you know, one of the Japanese dual sports or something. That's a lot slower, but it's still fun doing dual sport. Supermoto, you could be, yeah, I don't know, man. Just if I were you, I would just do the dual sport, and then when you get your experience, step up to the street legal 450 Supermoto, because this is way too much. It's for me, honestly. I'm still getting used to the power on this bike, man. I'm telling you, man, this thing is so fun to ride. It is absolutely awesome, but I use it, it's my dessert bike. My main course bike is the CBR and the WR, and then at the tail end of my riding for the day, I hop on this for dessert. To get the extra fun, have the real fun, and you know, where it rattles your soul, make you happy, extra happy. It's cold out here, boy. Let me get out of here. But anyways, guys, let me get over here. But anyways, guys, for those of you that want to get my motorcycle gear, you know, my camo pants, my boots, my gloves, my helmet, my heated gloves, all my stuff, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab, my gear, and those are a bunch of links to all of my gear. And if you want to see more of my videos, click on the menu tab, my videos, and those are a bunch of playlists of my over 1,250 plus videos categorized in the various playlists. So hopefully you can find something that will inform you, entertain you. Hey, hit thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe to my All Over Motorcycle channel. Appreciate all you guys. Also, go check out my other channel, Moto.
It showcases a van that I customized for cheap that allows me to live in my van with my motorcycle anywhere, and has a ton of cool mods. And that channel has everything from build videos, trip videos, anything and everything Moto. As a courtesy, I included 2 video playlists, one for new riders, and those are all of the videos I've done over the years that I feel are helpful for new riders, and also my popular videos playlist. Hey, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Take care.